My dear child, I see you. I see your worries, your doubts, and your fears. But let me tell you something important. My grace is sufficient for you. What does that mean? It means that no matter what you face, no matter how tough things seem, my grace, my love, my power, my favor, is always enough for you. You might feel like you are not good enough, as if you don't have what it takes to succeed, but I'm here to tell you that you are enough, because my grace fills in the gaps. It covers your weaknesses, it lifts you up when you fall, and it leads you to success. I want you to prosper. I want you to succeed in everything you do. But I also know that life can be hard sometimes. You might face challenges, obstacles, and setbacks along the way. But guess what? My grace is still there, ready to help you overcome it all. My grace gives you strength. When you feel like you are not smart enough, remember that my grace gives you wisdom. When you feel like you are not worthy enough, remember that my grace makes you worthy. I want you to live a life filled with abundance, abundance of love, abundance of joy, abundance of success. And you know what? My grace is what makes it all possible. It opens doors for you, it guides you along the right path, and it blesses you beyond measure. Do not be afraid. Do not doubt yourself. Trust in my grace, and watch how it transforms your life. Believe in yourself, believe in my promises, and believe that you are destined for greatness. Because with my grace, anything is possible. Keep your head up, keep moving forward, and know that I am always by your side, cheering you on every step of the way. Remember, my grace is always, always sufficient for you. I speak to you now, directly, intimately, with a declaration that transcends time and space. My grace is sufficient for you. My grace, like a mighty river, flows ceaselessly towards you, enveloping you in its boundless embrace. It is a grace that knows no bounds, no limits, and no conditions. It is freely given, abundantly bestowed, and endlessly available. It holds you steady amidst life's tempests, guiding you safely through the storm. When you feel weak, powerless, or overwhelmed by the burdens of this world, my grace is your strength. It empowers you to rise above adversity, to conquer obstacles, and to walk with confidence in the path I have set before you. Do not mistake my grace for a mere token of sympathy or a fleeting gesture of kindness. It is a divine force, a transformative power that shapes your destiny and fulfills your purpose. With my grace as your companion, there is no challenge too great, no mountain too high, and no valley too deep for you to overcome. But do not misunderstand my grace as a shield from suffering or a guarantee of a life free from trials. Rather, it is a promise of my presence in the midst of your struggles, a reassurance that you are never alone. Even in your darkest hour, when all hope seems lost and despair threatens to consume you, my grace shines as a beacon of light, illuminating the path to redemption and renewal. I see the desires of your heart, the dreams that stir within you, and the aspirations that drive you forward. Know this, my grace is the key that unlocks the door to your dreams. It empowers you to pursue your passions, to unleash your creativity, and to fulfill your potential beyond your wildest imagination. My grace is not a distant promise or a fleeting emotion. It is a present reality, a constant presence, and an everlasting gift. Embrace it, cherish it, and allow it to guide you as you walk in the fullness of my love. As a loving father, eager to impart wisdom and guidance. Hear these words, for they carry the essence of a profound teaching. My grace is sufficient for you. What does it mean, you may wonder? It means that in every moment of your life, in every joy and every trial, my grace is there, abundantly available to you. It is a grace that knows no bounds, no limitations, and no conditions. It flows freely, like a gentle stream, ready to nourish your soul and sustain you through life's journey. You must first grasp the meaning of grace itself. Grace is more than just a gift or a blessing, it is a reflection of my unconditional love for you. It is the very essence of my being, poured out for you in endless measure. It empowers you to rise above adversity, to face every trial with courage and resilience. It is a constant presence, a guiding light that leads you through the darkest of nights. My grace is not merely a shield to protect you from harm, it is also a catalyst for growth and transformation. It is in your moments of weakness that my grace shines most brightly, illuminating the path to self-discovery and spiritual awakening. It is through your struggles that you learn to rely not on your own strength, but on the boundless power of my grace working within you. Do not underestimate the power of my grace to transform your life. It is a force that can turn despair into hope, sorrow into joy, and defeat into victory. But to fully experience its transformative power, you must open your heart to receive it. You must let go of pride and self-reliance, and surrender yourself completely to my love. My grace will always be there to sustain you. Trust in its sufficiency, and you will find strength in your weakness, hope in your despair, and victory in your struggles. I come to you now with words of encouragement, whispered gently upon the winds of grace. My grace is sufficient for you. My grace surrounds you like a warm embrace, offering solace, strength, and support. It is a grace that knows no bounds, no conditions, and no limitations. It is freely given, abundantly available, and endlessly sustaining. When the weight of the world bears down upon your shoulders, remember this: my grace is your refuge. It is a fortress of strength in times of weakness, a beacon of hope in times of darkness. It is the steadfast anchor that holds you steady amidst the storms of life. Do not be discouraged by your perceived inadequacies or shortcomings, for in your weakness, my grace is made perfect. It is in those moments of vulnerability that you are most open to receiving my love and power. Allow yourself to rest in the assurance that my grace is more than enough to carry you through any trial, to overcome any obstacle. Turn to me and find reassurance in my words. My grace is your strength. It empowers you to rise above your circumstances, to face adversity with courage and confidence. It is the gentle voice that whispers, "You are not alone. I am with you always, guiding you, supporting you, empowering you." Trust in the sufficiency of my grace, and you will find that it is more than capable of meeting your every need. It is a wellspring of life, overflowing with blessings beyond measure. Open your heart to receive my grace, and watch as it transforms your life in ways you never thought possible. Do not despair when the road ahead seems long and uncertain. For I am with you every step of the way, leading you onward with love and grace. Trust in me, lean on me, and know that my grace is always, always sufficient for you. My grace envelopes you like a warm embrace, a constant reminder of my unfailing love and boundless mercy. It is a grace that knows no limits, no boundaries, and no conditions. It is freely given, abundantly available, and endlessly sustaining. It is a fortress of strength in times of weakness, a sanctuary of peace in times of turmoil. It is the gentle whisper in the depths of your soul, reassuring you that you are never alone, that I am with you always, guiding you, supporting you, upholding you with my righteous right hand. My grace is made perfect. It is in those moments of vulnerability that my power is made manifest, working in and through you to accomplish my purposes. Allow yourself to rest in the assurance that my grace is more than sufficient to meet your every need, to carry you through every trial, to overcome every obstacle. My grace is your strength. It empowers you to rise above your circumstances, to face adversity with courage and confidence. It is the gentle hand that lifts you up when you stumble, the steady voice that whispers, "Do not be afraid, for I am with you. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." You will find that it is more than enough to sustain you through the darkest of nights, to carry you through the stormiest of seas. It is a fountain of life, overflowing with blessings beyond measure. Open your heart to receive my grace, and watch as it transforms your life in ways you never thought possible. Do not be afraid of the future, for I hold it in my hands. Trust in me, lean on me, and know that my grace is always, always sufficient for you. Do not be discouraged by your perceived limitations or shortcomings, for in your weakness, my grace is made perfect. It is in those moments of vulnerability that my power shines brightest, lifting you up and carrying you through every trial and tribulation. Trust in the sufficiency of my grace, and you will find that it is more than enough to meet your every need, to sustain you through every storm. Rest assured that my promises are true and steadfast. They are not contingent upon your circumstances or your performance, but upon my unchanging character and my everlasting love for you. Trust in me, lean on me, and know that my grace will never fail you. I want you to know that my blessings are poured out upon you abundantly, like rain upon parched land. And in the midst of it all, remember this: my grace is sufficient for you. What does this mean for you, beloved? It means that no matter what challenges you face, no matter what trials come your way, my grace will always be there to sustain you. It is a gift beyond measure, freely given, overflowing with love and mercy. My grace is your strength. It lifts you up, carries you through the storm, and guides you safely to shore. Trust in me, dear one, and lean on my grace to carry you through every trial and tribulation. My grace is also your provision. It meets your every need, supplying you with all that you require to thrive and flourish. Whether it be physical, emotional, or spiritual, my grace provides abundantly, exceeding your expectations and fulfilling your deepest desires. My grace knows no bounds. Seek me in prayer, and I will answer you with blessings beyond your wildest dreams. Trust in my timing, for I know what is best for you, and my blessings will come in their perfect time and season. My grace is a gift freely given, not earned or deserved. It is a reflection of my unconditional love for you, a love that knows no end. So open your heart, dear one, and receive my blessings with gratitude and joy. My grace is poured out upon you like a gentle rain, saturating every corner of your being with love, mercy, and compassion. It flows freely, endlessly, without restraint or condition, for my grace knows no bounds. My grace is your lifeline. It is the steady hand that lifts you up when you stumble, the soft voice that whispers words of comfort and assurance in your ear. Trust in my grace, dear one, for it is more than sufficient to carry you through every trial and tribulation. When you feel inadequate, when you doubt your worth and your abilities, my grace is your strength. It empowers you to rise above your circumstances, to face every challenge with courage and resilience. It is the quiet assurance in your heart that you are never alone, that I am with you always, guiding you, supporting you, and lifting you up on wings of eagles. Do not be afraid to lean on my grace, my child, for it is a gift freely given, waiting to be received with open arms. It is a reflection of my unfailing love for you, a love that knows no end. Soak it in, let it wash over you like a refreshing wave, and allow it to transform you from the inside out. But my grace is not just a source of strength and comfort, it is also a wellspring of blessings beyond measure. It provides for your every need, sustains you through the darkest of nights, and fills your life with joy and abundance. Open your heart to receive my blessings, dear one, and watch as they overflow in abundance, enriching your life in ways you never thought possible. My grace is always sufficient for you. It is the foundation upon which you can build your life, the rock upon which you can stand firm in the midst of life's storms. Trust in my grace, lean on my grace, and know that it will never fail you. Let me speak to you heart to heart, soul to soul, about the depth of my love for you, a love that transcends time and space, a love that knows no bounds or conditions. It is a love that has been woven into the very fabric of your being since before you were even formed in your mother's womb. My love for you is unconditional and unchanging. It is not based on your performance or your achievements, but simply on the fact that you are my beloved child, fearfully and wonderfully made in my image. My love for you is a love that never gives up, never lets go, never runs dry. It is a love that pursues you relentlessly, even when you turn away from me or wander off the path I have set before you. I am always there, arms outstretched, waiting for you to return to me, to bask in the warmth of my love once more. My grace is the tangible expression of my love for you. It is the outpouring of my heart, the manifestation of my mercy and compassion towards you. It is the assurance that no matter what you face, no matter how far you stray, my love will always be there to catch you, to hold you, to lift you up and set you back on the path of righteousness. Do not be afraid to come to me, for my love knows no limits. Bring me your fears, your doubts, your insecurities, and lay them at my feet. I will wrap you in my love, comfort you with my grace, and lead you into the fullness of life that I have promised you. And as you journey through life, know that my love will never fail you. It will guide you, protect you, and sustain you through every trial and tribulation. Trust in my love, dear one, for it is the greatest gift I can give you, and it will never let you down. In every season, in every circumstance, my grace flows abundantly, like a river of mercy, ready to wash over you and carry you through. It is a grace that knows no bounds, no limitations, and no conditions. It is freely given, undeserved yet freely bestowed upon you because of my deep and abiding love for you. My grace is your anchor. It holds you steady amidst the chaos, grounding you in the assurance of my unfailing love and faithfulness. Trust in my grace, dear one, for it is more than sufficient to see you through every storm. It empowers you to rise above your circumstances, to face every challenge with courage and resilience. It is the gentle whisper in your heart, reminding you that you are never alone, that I am with you always, guiding you, sustaining you, and upholding you with my righteous right hand. But my grace is not just a source of strength, it is also a wellspring of blessings beyond measure. It provides for your every need, sustains you through the darkest of nights, and fills your life with joy and abundance. Open your heart to receive my blessings, dear one, and watch as they overflow in abundance, enriching your life in ways you never thought possible. My word is true and unchanging. It is a lamp unto your feet and a light unto your path, guiding you in the way you should go. Trust in my promises, lean on my grace, and know that I will never leave you nor forsake you. I want you to know that my faithfulness towards you knows no bounds. It is steadfast, unwavering, and unchanging, a beacon of hope in the midst of uncertainty. And in every moment, in every circumstance, remember this: my grace is sufficient for you. It means that no matter what challenges you face, no matter what trials come your way, my grace will always be there to sustain you. It is a wellspring of strength, a reservoir of courage, an anchor of hope in the stormiest of seas. But my faithfulness goes beyond mere provision, it is also a promise of protection and provision. Trust in my faithfulness, dear one, for it is more than sufficient to carry you through every trial and tribulation. It is a shield around you, a fortress of protection against the schemes of the enemy. Rest in the assurance that I will never leave you nor forsake you, that I am watching over you with eyes of love and compassion. Do not be afraid to lean on my faithfulness, dear one, for it is a rock upon which you can build your life. Trust in my promises, cling to my word, and know that I will never let you down. My faithfulness endures forever, and my grace will always be sufficient for you. It fills your heart with hope, your mind with clarity, and your spirit with passion and purpose. It is the spark that ignites your creativity, the fuel that propels you towards your dreams and aspirations. Do not be afraid to dream big, for my grace is more than sufficient to make your dreams a reality. Trust in my timing, lean on my wisdom, and allow my grace to guide you every step of the way. For I have plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. You are fearfully and wonderfully made in my image. You are imbued with limitless potential, endowed with gifts and talents beyond measure. Trust in my grace to equip you for every good work, to empower you to fulfill your destiny and make a difference in this world. Go forth, my beloved child, with confidence and courage, knowing that my grace is always, always sufficient for you. Let it inspire you, let it empower you, and let it lead you to the abundant life that I have promised you. My intention for you is abundantly clear. I desire for you to live in the fullness of my grace. This grace is not simply a fleeting emotion or a temporary reprieve from life's challenges. It is a divine empowerment, a limitless resource that I have made available to you, my beloved child. My intention is for you to lean on my grace. It is your strength in times of weakness, your refuge in times of trouble. Trust in my grace, dear one, for it is more than sufficient to carry you through every trial and tribulation. But my intention for you goes beyond mere survival. It is a call to thrive, to flourish, to live a life of purpose and fulfillment. My grace is not just a crutch to help you limp through life, it is a springboard that propels you towards your destiny. It equips you with everything you need to walk boldly in the plans and purposes I have for you. Do not be afraid to dream big dreams, for my intention is for you to soar on wings like eagles. Trust in my grace to equip you for every good work, to empower you to fulfill the unique calling I have placed upon your life. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. My intention for you is rooted in my deep and abiding love for you. I desire nothing but the best for you, my precious child. So trust in my grace, lean on my strength, and know that I am always with you, guiding you, supporting you, and cheering you on every step of the way. I want you to understand that my grace is not just a safety net for when you fall, it is a firm foundation upon which you can build your life. Lean on my grace. It is your strength in times of weakness, your comfort in times of sorrow, and your hope in times of despair. But don't just rely on my grace to get you through tough times, allow it to inspire and empower you to live boldly and fearlessly. Let it be the driving force behind your dreams and aspirations, knowing that with my grace, all things are possible. And when you encounter obstacles along the way, as you surely will, remember this piece of advice: my grace is more than sufficient to help you overcome them. Trust in my timing, my child, and have faith that I am working all things together for your good. Even when it feels like the odds are stacked against you, remember that my grace is greater than any challenge you may face. My grace is a gift, freely given and undeserved. So don't try to earn it or work for it, simply receive it with a grateful heart and allow it to transform your life from the inside out. I want you to know that my grace is not just something I offer you, it is who I am. It is the essence of my love for you, poured out in abundance for all eternity. So trust in my grace, my child, and let it be your guiding light in this journey called life. With all my love and guidance, your Heavenly Father.